Welcome to T-Mobile's 5G BP, where we're bringing fans exclusive, unparalleled access to World Series batting practice. Powered by T-Mobile's 5G network, T-Mobile's 5G POV cameras will capture live video from inside the cage for fans at an astounding 500 frames per second, enabling super slow-mo views to see the action in greater detail than ever before. Here's a look at some of the swings as players get ready for Game 3 of the Fall Classic. And for the third consecutive year, MLB and T-Mobile, America's largest and fastest 5G network, continue to find new ways to up the game. How about that slow-mo shot as we welcome you inside of Chase Field here before Game 3 of the World Series between the Rangers and the Diamondbacks. Lauren Gardner and future Hall of Famer, two-time World Series champ Albert Pujols here with you. AP, let's talk about the atmosphere here in Phoenix, back for the first time since 2001.
Definitely, this is what it's all about. This is why you play 162 games, and the way that the D-backs had gone here, nobody was expecting them to be here, but the way that they done is pretty special. So this play is gonna be loud tonight. I wish they would have left the roof closed because it would have been awesome, but it's gonna be rocking tonight. So just hopefully we can have a great game tonight.
That's a great detail. They did just open the roof here at Chase Field. It will remain open throughout the course of tonight's game. So we'll see if that's a factor, especially for D-backs hitter Tommy Pham, who went 4 for 4 in Game 2, tying Pablo Sandoval, who did that in the 2012 World Series for the San Francisco Giants. He's standing by with our own Willie Adames.
So we're here with Tommy Pham, one of my favorite guys. It's my dog. He got that dog in him. So, talk to me, bro. How you feel?
I feel good, but I want to be great. I could use a 3-homer game. I'm not asking for much.
Yeah, I see you. I've been watching the game. I see you doing it, bro. I know you're always grinding, and I'm happy for you that you're here. I know it would have been cool, me and you doing it together, but I know you're happy for you.
Old time's sake, man, that was fun. Hey, they don't know how much of a competitor you are, man. You're a baller.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for the shout out. I wanted to ask you something. The other day you went 4 for 4, and you asked the manager to give an at bat to Jace, one of our dogs. So how did that came to your mind? Like that, I love that move from you.
You know Jace, man. Jace, great guy, great teammate. Me and him, we've been in the league for a little bit now, and you don't get too many opportunities like this. So the situation of the game, I thought it would be right, to let my dog get a chance to show what he could do.
That was really a professional move from you, bro. I love that move from you. That that earned a lot of respect from me to you. I already had respect, but that was another, took you to another level. I have a lot of love for you, but thank you for giving me some love here.
If only people knew the stories me and you have, man. Oh man, let's go.
I love you, bro. All right.
Good.
Listen, I don't know if you can tell those stories on X as we're getting you set here for Game 3 of the World Series of the T-Mobile 5G BP show here at Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. Star-studded cast here. Two-time World Series champ Albert Pujols, future Hall of Famer, alongside another future Hall of Famer and Mookie Betts of the LA Dodgers. Mookie will be serving as a correspondent here in Game 2 for MLB. Mook, how's this experience treating you so far?
It's been good. I'm trying to figure out what a correspondent is. I don't know what it is. So if you can enlighten me, please do. But it's been good though. It's been fun.
You know what? It's basically just be yourself and be the star that is Mookie Betts. Go around, talk to people, and just do you. Leverage those relationships.
Yeah, it's well, if that's the case, then it's been good.
You're killing it. You're already getting amazing marks.
Well, Mook, I know you playing against you and playing with you in 2001. Got to know you a little bit better. I mean, one of the best teammates I ever had. This guy, the way that he goes at it. I know that you would have prepared being out there right now, but talk to me about this team, the D-back. They got to go through you guys,
yep.
To get to this position.
Yeah, those guys they're really good. I think. Torrey really got these guys to come together and really create their own identity, and then live with that identity, live and die by that identity. And it's gotten them this far. And playing against them all year, they they got better. They started off really hot, and then once they went through a little lull throughout the season, which everyone kind of goes through, they just got better and better and better and better, and they got more confident in themselves, and now they're in the World Series. And so it's really cool to watch.
And when you look at your season, I know you didn't start the way that you wanted, but hey, we might be looking the MVP in the NL. Although I picked Acuna early in the year, this guy changed my mind. So, I mean, we might see the NL MVP right here, right now. So, talk to me about the little adjustment that you had to make during the year.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to explain because, you go through a year and you kind of find little cues and little things that work. I found something that worked, and I was able to just repeat it over and over and over again. And so that's kind of how the season unfolded. And, it was a lot of fun. Obviously, being successful makes it a lot more fun. But the group of guys is what really made it fun. With the vets that we had mixed with the young guys.
Yes.
This is probably one of the best teams as far as guys that I've ever been on. And I know we lost. But the bonds that were made this year are never forgotten.
Well, and then you said it, you had the team and you had the talent, and you know that you're going to be back again next year in that position.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks. Obviously, you never know.
It was sucks when Atlanta beat us.
Yeah,
when I was there, it was tough.
Exactly.
So I know that feeling.
It's tough. I mean, but sometimes if it was easy to win, everybody would be doing it. And so only one team wins every year, and to be that team, it's, as you know, man, it's hard. It's really, really hard.
Yeah.
You're talking about those bonds in the clubhouse. I'm loving the bromance between you and Freddie Freeman. Do you have any good stories about the two of you?
You know what? No, not really, because me and Freddie's relationship is like one that is really, we talk, but we don't. And we think a lot alike. And so as we move throughout the day, we do a lot of the same things, and we pass each other a lot, but we don't have to talk. It's more of like, if he's in my space, I'm in his space, we're good. And we'll talk when we have to. Our wives are friends, kids are friends, families are friends, everybody's friends. And Freddie's like my big brother. But like when I'm playing second base, I know like this probably isn't really the time to talk to Freddie. But then after the game, when we get on the bus, this probably isn't the time to talk to Freddie either. So you just got to kind of pick and choose when to talk to him, and when he wants to talk to you or whatever. But that's been a super mutual respect, a super dope friendship.
Let me ask you about switching position, because that is tough. I did it for the first 2 years in the big leagues, because doing it in the minor leagues is one thing, but doing it in this level in the big leagues and the way that you have done it, I mean, you outstanding. I mean, you might be a Gold Glove utility guy. I don't even know if I should call you utility guy, because utility guy is a guy that plays twice a week. You play every day. But man, that's what impressed me the most of you. You put that bat to the side and you go out there with that glove, whether it's in right field, whether it's in second base, shortstop, anywhere, and you do it outstanding. So talk to me, explain a little bit about that, the routine and how it goes.
Yeah, that was a lot. This year was really hard because I had never done anything like this. So I had a routine. So I kind of was creating a routine as I was going. And so some days I worked harder than others, and some of those days I was really, really tired. But I know defense is, to me, like, you don't have to necessarily be super talented to play defense. It's really effort. Like, you got to really just try. If you want to be good at defense, you can be good at defense.
Yeah.
And so
and you put the time, though.
Yeah,
that's
you got to put the time into it. And, like, the pitchers are up there working. They're pitching their asses off. Yeah. You got to play defense, And so you want them to take care of you. You got to take care of them. And that's kind of how my mind is. And between hitting and defense, they don't correlate to me. Like, once you get a bat in my hand, that has nothing to do with the glove, and then vice versa. But it was fun, man. Playing short, awesome. That was. I told my wife, like, that was an absolute dream come true. Like, that absolute dream come true to play shortstop in the big leagues, because, I grew up playing short, and I got moved off of it, and really I thought I couldn't do it. I really, there was a lot of doubt. And even when I got the opportunity, I still didn't think I could do it. But I didn't know. Like, I was like, I haven't played shortstop in 10 years. They moved me off short, so obviously I wasn't good enough. And then I got the opportunity, and I ran with it.
You ran with it, you shined, you were an MVP front runner. And I'm not gonna lie, it's a little refreshing to hear that what you went through defensively was challenging, because it seems like everything is effortless for you, but we know that you put in the work and you got it done. Real quick, Mook, before we let you go, what's your prediction in this World Series and for tonight's game?
For tonight's game, I think game one in Chase Field, I think I'm gonna go with the Diamondbacks for game one, even though Scherzer's pitching. That's a tough task, but
Pot's been pretty good.
Yeah, Pot's been amazing. You know, both teams have been really good, but I think D-backs for this game. And you know what? I think the D-backs are a really, really good team. The Rangers are a very, very good team. But both teams are kind of hot too.
We just flip a coin.
It's really both teams are really kind of hot. So, but I think overall, I think the experience with the Rangers guys being a little bit older, I think that may prevail. But the Diamondbacks have a very, very good chance with Torrey of winning this thing too. But my prediction would be the D-backs tonight. But overall, I think the experience may prevail.
Okay, you should run for office one day. Number one, because you're Mookie, and number two, because it was a very diplomatic answer. Mookie Betts, thank you so much for joining us. And now that you are officially the best correspondent in Major League Baseball during this World Series, we're going to go let you run, because I know you have a lot of other responsibilities.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
That's my bro.
Yes, sir.
Mookie Betts. It turns out he is human. Hey, best of luck.
Thank you.
As we get you set here for Game 3 of the World Series here at Chase Field, Lauren Gardner, Albert Pujols with you. Our correspondent, Willie Adames, has been roaming. Let's take a look at 5G BP through the lens of MLB VR app, giving us an immersive perspective like you're standing on the field. It really does, Albert Pujols, feel like you're on the field from this perspective. We are actually on the field, getting ready for Game 3 of the World Series between the D-backs and the Rangers. You obviously have some extensive experience as a player. What is it like when you're going into this portion of this series? It feels like there's a turning point after games 1 and 2.
Well, definitely. Game 3 is really important. You know, I think we were sharing some stuff what you were talking about, and every game matters. You know, but now they're even it up. I think tonight's game is going to determine pretty much who's going to win the series.
Yeah, it does feel like that pivotal moment. The series tied at 1 apiece, and referring to that stat, the winner of Game 3, when the series is tied at 1 apiece, they win the series 70% of the time. I'm rounding up. It's really 69% of the time. You said in 2011, you guys ended up winning that Game 3.
I was part of that percentage. You know, we went to the Texas Ranger Arlington, you know, and we took Game 3. And then we all, as you know, the rest of history, we played 7 games and we took it in St. Louis. But I think, you know, at the end of the day, whether you lose or win this game tonight, either or, you know, you have to think one day at a time.
Yeah.
There's tomorrow. There's life tomorrow. You know, until you don't win 4 games, it's not over.
Stay present in the moment, which has to be so difficult to do when so much is at stake. We asked the fans on X which player in the 2023 World Series AP had the sweetest swing. Let's take a look at some of the responses here. Oh, Corey Seager, that's easy. You agree with that one?
Really, yeah, 100%.
Anthony, I think you have a point here. This coming from Robert. From the right side, he's going with Simeon. From the left side, another Seager vote. Ketel Marte.
Yeah, I mean, what is it? 18-game hitting streak in the postseason, holding the record. I mean, it's pretty amazing, you know, what Ketel Marte is doing, you know, this postseason. I mean, and his versatility, you know, it's a kid that can play, you know, second, short. You throw him in the outfield and hit him from both sides, you know. Yeah. He's a better hitter from the left side, but he got more power from the right side.
I saw you guys chumming it up over there. What did he say to you? No,
I was just telling you know, I'm really excited what he's doing, really proud of being, you know, a Dominican, how he's representing the country, you know, the Dominican Republic. I'm so excited and pumped up, you know, the way that he's approaching the postseason, the way that he played the game.
It's so special. Ketel Marte, 18-game hit streak, now owns the record in the postseason for that, which is so special. He has a sweet swing. So does Gabriel Moreno, who went yard to kick things off in Game 2, who's standing by with Willie Adames.
We're here with Gabriel Moreno, you know, one of the young stars for the D-backs. Estamos aquí con Gabriel Moreno. Cuéntanos, bro, ¿cómo te has sentido haciendo ese tremendo trabajo que tú has venido haciendo esta postemporada?
Bueno, agradecido con Dios por esa oportunidad que me ha dado de poder demostrar quién soy como pelotero y contento, ¿verdad? Estamos aquí en la Serie Mundial y de verdad esto es una bendición de Dios y nada, esto no se acaba todavía y vamos a seguir jugando para ganar el anillo.
So I asked him how he's been feeling, doing a phenomenal job in the postseason. He said, he's thanking God, for this opportunity that he's been given this year to show, his talent and, all his abilities. And, he said he's enjoying the time in the World Series and, this is not done yet, so he's going to keep doing it. Bro, esos honrones que tú sabes, has estado conectando en estos últimos juegos, cuéntalo ese sentimiento que tú sabes que tú sientes.
A ver, mira, el sentimiento que yo siento, ¿verdad? Es muy grande, ¿verdad? Poder conectar esos honrones clave para ayudar al equipo ha sido una emoción muy grande que de verdad eso es lo que uno quiere. Uno está aquí para jugar la pelota, demostrar quién es y gracias a Dios ha conectado los batazos donde.
I asked him, about his, all these homers he's been hitting in the postseason. He said it's been phenomenal, it's been great, obviously, to help the team to win some games, and some clutch opportunities. So, he's just thankful for the opportunity. And, gracias, manito, por sabes, unos cuantos minutos. Yo sé que está un poquito ocupado, pero gracias por.
También gracias a ti, brother.
We just thank him, for being here with us. And this is Gabriel Moreno, the catcher of the D-backs.
Gabriel Moreno continuing to impress in the postseason as he got things started in Game 2, followed by Tommy Pham. You see in the cage with that beautiful slow motion swing, incredible super slow-mo image you are looking at are being powered by T-Mobile's 5G network, giving you a perspective of batting practice like you've never seen over 5G before. Tommy Pham also 4 for 4 in that Game 2 victory for the D-backs that ties the series up at 1 apiece as we take a look back at the highlights.
Here's the catcher, Moreno. The target is set for this 3-2. Moreno hits it in the air to left center field. Tavares and Carter on the move. That ball is gone! And the Diamondbacks strike first in Game 2. 1-0 right now with a runner in scoring position. That's hooked into left field. Gurriel with a base hit. Here comes Pham. Here comes Carter's throw. It's cut off. 2-0 Diamondbacks.
Mitch Garver popped out to third his first time up.
That's hooked to deep left field, and Mitch Garver has gotten the Rangers on the board.
It's the Diamondbacks 2 and the Rangers 1.
Here's Longoria.
Longoria hits it by Young into left field. Thomas heads for the plate, and they get the insurance. 3-1 Arizona.
Marte will come to the plate, bases loaded for him.
Grounds one through, base hit center field. Hitting streak extended and lead extended. The throw from Tavares, not in time. A 2-out, 2-run single from Ketel Marte.
So the Rangers have 2 on with 2 outs for Mitch Garver.
Shot to third and caught. Game 2 goes to the Diamondbacks, 9-1 to tie the series up.
A convincing bounce-back victory there for the Arizona Diamondbacks. You can see the Rangers are now taking the cage as we get you set here for Game 3 of the World Series here at Chase Field as you're watching T-Mobile 5G BP as you see this thing tied up in the best of 7 postseason series. The winner of this game has gone on to win the Fall Classic 69% of the time. You saw that 9-1 final score. Mitch Garver responsible for the only run for Texas, who's standing by with our own Willie Adames.
We're here with Mitch Garver now, a guy that I've been grinding against since the minor leagues days. Bro, talk to me how you feel being here in the World Series.
It's unbelievable, man. A lot of people here on the field. Excited to get them all off the field so we can just play a game,
I know, I feel you, bro, I feel you. Talk to me, bro, the feeling of, hitting homers, you hit that pitch so almost in the ground the other day, bro. How you did that?
I don't know, man. It was just a pitch. I was honestly trying to get him up, and I just saw it come out of his hand. I'm like, I'm going to go for this ball. I got it in the air, but it's crazy, man. The playoffs, sometimes you do stuff that maybe you haven't done all year, but it comes out in big games.
Yeah, and the feeling is way different, huh?
The feeling's different. RBIs are big, hits are big. Defense is big, man. Everything matters in this game.
It's crazy, huh? Well, I wish you nothing but the best, bro. Good luck to you tonight, and you guys keep doing it.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
Hey, Hey, Mitch, I promise we will clear off of this field shortly as we're getting you set here for first pitch live from Phoenix, Arizona, T-Mobile 5G POV. It feels like you're standing right on the field as a fan as we take another look at that 5G BP through the lens of our MLB VR app. Now, someone who has a lot of experience, not just in the majors, but also had some postseason experience, is an amazing ambassador for the game. Adam Jones is with Willie.
And we're here now with Adam Jones, you know, a former player, you know, incredible player, you know, one of the guys I look up to, you know. Super cool guy. I love him, and you know, bro, talk to me. How you feel being here?
Oh man, good at the World Series. I mean, this is what you play for. There's two teams left standing, the Rangers and the D-backs. They both had great seasons, and let's see who comes out on top. But it's good to see you in a different role. You know, a couple weeks ago you was out playing, but now you're in a different role, so I like it.
Thank you. You know, it's been fun. It's been fun. I'm having a good time. You know, but no. Talk to me about, you know, your Spanish, bro. I feel like you love our culture. You talk a lot of Spanish, and you know, maybe a lot of people don't know that you talk Spanish.
So I mean, when I got into pro ball, obviously was attracted to the Latin players, and my guy Vladimir Valentin, he just helped me out with Spanish. He's from Curacao, but he spoke Spanish, but he would always cook, and he would for $20 he would give you a haircut and a plate to eat. And yeah, some arroz con pollo, $20. So you can't beat that in the minor league. So I would always hang around him and just be around that culture. And you know, as I got older, I was always hanging around the Latins. I got Nelson Cruz. I had Vladimir Guerrero. He would bring in 2 big old bags of food every single day. Arroz con pollo every single day. Habichuela con sancocho every single day.
You know all the dishes, bro.
The only thing we couldn't have before the game was Presidente. So that was the only bad thing. Couldn't wash it down with that. But no, I've always loved the Latin culture and gravitated towards it. I live in Barcelona now, so I'm going for the official Spanish culture now. But no, I've always loved the Latin culture. And Dominicans is my favorite country down there. Been down there with Big Papi in his tournaments and his events so many times. So I have a very, very, very fond and love for Dominican.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for all the love, bro. You know, it's always good seeing you. You're always looking fresh.
I'm trying.
You know, always looking fresh, but you know, it's always fun having you here.
Always, baby. Hey, man, you too, Papi. I see you out here, yo, man.
I'm trying to look good like you. You know.
Spend some of that money.
Hey, listen, you can send some of that money my way while you're at it. T-Mobile's 5G network is bringing fans closer to the action than ever before in super slow motion with our T-Mobile 5G POV cam. 500 frames per second, all on America's largest and fastest 5G network. That's a look there at Texas rookie Josh Jung taking some hacks in the cage. And he had a nice little interview with our guy Willie.
Now we got Josh Jung here, you know. Jung, what's up, man? Talk to me. How you feeling, you know? Being here in the World Series it's amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy. What a blessing, what an opportunity. To be here in Arizona with the roof open, just wow, right? Just wow. Ball's flying, it's going to be a fun game.
Yeah, bro, you've been playing an incredible defense and, you know, and hitting some clutch hits, bro. Like, talk to me. What goes through your mind when you're, like, you know, taking an important at-bat, you know, on a clutch moment?
Just breathe. That's the biggest thing. Just breathe, have fun. One of the things I do to like collect myself is just feel the dirt under my cleats, and just have fun. Defensively, just try to take as many hits away as I can and help the pitcher. And made a couple plays, and it's been good so far.
That's amazing, bro. Hey, I actually met your brother when I was doing rehab in, you know, in Grand Rapids, and you know, he talked so good about you, bro. He looked up to you so much, and it was special to see that, man. So it's you know, it's a pleasure, you know, watching you here. You know, I know for him it's a special moment too.
Yeah, and he gets to come to these games and be kind of in it with me. It's a lot of fun. We get to be together in the off season, so can't wait for all that.
That's great, bro. I'm happy for you guys. I wish you nothing but the best, bro. Keep doing your thing, and you know, thank you for giving me 2 minutes.
I appreciate it. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Big what's up, baby?
It's nothing but love between those two as T-Mobile is bringing you exclusive access to World Series batting practice with 5G-powered HD cameras delivering incredible views like these amazing swings inside of the cage as we're getting you set for first pitch here at Chase Field. Lauren Gardner, Albert Pujols with you, our special correspondent Willie Adames roaming, getting great interviews like the one you saw earlier with Josh Jung. AP, as we're getting closer and closer to first pitch I'm sensing something because, of course, we're facing the stands. With the fans, there's a lot of nostalgia in these stands, right? Kind of celebrating that 01 team.
Oh, for sure. I mean, this is something, you know, that every fans across the U.S., you know, they're hungry for.
Yeah.
The World Series. This is something the fans, player dream, Game 7. I mean, when I was a little boy playing in the backyard with my cousin, you know, always dreaming about Game 7 being in the World Series. You know, I had the opportunity to play in 3 and 1 too. So it's going to be a great game tonight.
Yeah, it really will be. As you're looking at the T-Mobile 5G POV cam bringing you inside the cage like never before in super slow motion over T-Mobile's 5G network. Marcus Semien, AP, that swing. I know he struggled a little bit this postseason. How sweet is that swing?
It's really simple, sure and simple, you know, and strong. I think when he's good, and I know he's been struggling a little bit this postseason, I think he's pulling off a little bit too much, but when he's good is when he's used the whole field, you know, drive the ball right center. That's where his true power is. And don't hang a slider when this guy is good because you ain't getting it back.
That's very dangerous. He can definitely be scary against the slider. Just take me into the shoes of some of these guys, especially guys like Marcus Semien, even Christian Walker batting cleanup for the D-backs on the other side. When you're struggling at the plate and you don't have the benefit of time in a 162-game season, you're now in the best of 7 game World Series. What do you do in those moments as a player?
I mean, as a player myself, you know, I've been in that situation. You just go back to your basic, you know. You need to give credit to the guys on the mound. I think the last thing that you want to think is, you know, what's going on? What's going on with me? Hey, Marcus Semien, you know, and Christian Walker, those guys, the whole reason these two teams are here is because those guys, or they wouldn't be in this situation. So they need to believe that. They need to go back to your basic. Look for a good pitch to hit. Don't try to do too much. And sometimes it's a walk, sometimes it's a little blooper, sometimes it's a broken bat that gets you through. So those guys, they know it's tough, you know, because when you go through that, it's like, what did I need to do? Searching for something. But they need to keep it simple. And it's not easy. I've done it, you know, I played for 23 years. Sometimes I tell myself that, but I'm still going out there and try to search for. So, guys, if you're hearing me, don't try to search for it. Just look for a good pitch to hit and put a good swing. And trust your work that you guys put in day out in the cage.
Wow, sage advice from a future Hall of Famer and one of the best to ever play the game, and Albert Pujols, Lauren Gardner. AP here with you for 5G BP. From the experience and the wise, let's go to some youth in the cage. Alek Thomas, 23 years old, in his first career World Series. Take a look at this swing, AP. He faced the lefty in Jordan Montgomery in Game 2. And ended up getting, I think he was 3 for 5 in that game. And I know Torrey was kind of hesitant. He didn't know if he was going to go with his righty lineup, but he stuck with it against the lefty. And it paid dividends, not just at the plate, but the move was for defensive purposes.
I mean, in this postseason, we have seen the age, it doesn't matter. I mean, these guys are really excited to be out here in the field, to be in the postseason. And they're shining in the postseason. You know, we talked earlier about Gabriel Moreno, you know, a kid, you know, who's, I mean, so mature for his age, you know, and the way that he's handling his pitching staff, you know, and what he does at the plate. So for Alek, I mean, just coming the other night to pinch hit, I think in an interview yesterday that he thought about Detroit, was thinking about Bonningham, and then he's telling him, go ahead and swing and tie the game. I mean, that's huge, and that's for a young player to have that success like he did in that game. It's like all the pressure goes off, and then, you know, obviously you saw again too the way that he performed.
Yeah, and make those adjustments. It's interesting. I was talking to their veteran closer, and Paul Sewald. Obviously, he's had quite the journey, not just throughout the course of his career, but this season being traded over from Seattle. But he was talking about the youth in that clubhouse, saying sometimes when you're that young, like Alek Thomas at 23 years old, you just don't know what you don't know, and you're not necessarily aware of the gravity of the situation, which is, you know, the ring that's at stake. But he did say a lot of these guys are kind of wise beyond their years.
Of course, and it's just, you know, young thing. They don't know if they're going to be in this situation next year. So,
Yeah.
I mean, sort of the Rangers, although they have more veteran guys. So this is an opportunity for them to shine. This is an opportunity for them to grab and try to win a World Series ring.
Yeah, and you think it's so easy, right? You're just going to get back maybe later on in your career. And I think you, of all people, I know you've been here 3 times, you won twice, but you know how difficult it is to get to this point. Let's hear from Alek Thomas with Willie.
We're here with Alek Thomas, you know, one of the young bucks for the D-backs. You know, he's been doing it all year long, but I wanted to ask you, bro, how you feel being here?
It's awesome, man, being here. You know, our first home game for the World Series. You know, it's going to be fun.
What's the difference? I know you're playing WBC, bro. Tell me what's the difference, you know, playing the WBC and then now in the World Series, you know, give people an idea, you know, what the difference is. Or what do you think is the difference?
I think it's very similar. I think the atmosphere is the same thing, and there's a lot more media here. I feel like a lot of people, but yeah, it's about the same. Yeah, definitely the same.
The energy is crazy, huh? Yeah. How you feel the other day, you know, when you hit that homer, you know, to put the team, you know, tied up and stuff like that. That was so cool, bro. Like, how you feel about it?
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, definitely never had a feeling like that in baseball, and yeah, I enjoyed the moment, but. Yeah, I kind of blacked out a little bit, but it was fun.
Well, thank you. Thank you for, you know, giving me a couple minutes. You know, it's a pleasure to have you here in the show.
Yeah, I appreciate you, dog. Yep.
Dude, that's a lot of swag in one interview. T-Mobile wants you to win tickets to a game next season. Text PREDICT to 595959. That's 3 5 9s by the start of the 3rd inning for a chance to up your game. As T-Mobile 5G BP rolls on here from Chase Field as we're getting you set for Game 3 of the World Series between the Diamondbacks and the Texas Rangers. The number 5 seed facing the number 6 seed. Lauren Gardner, Albert Pujols here getting you set for first pitch. We also have Willie Adames roaming as our reporter. We're going to talk about Tommy Pham for a second because he's been kind of a theme throughout this show, AP. Maybe one of those breakout stars of this series. He's had quite a few years in the bigs, and now here's his chance. As you take a look at his swing, 4 for 4 in Game 2, the first player to do so since Pablo Sandoval back in 2012.
I mean, what I love about Tommy Pham, you know, is that he used the whole field. He understands hitting. He used the whole field. He knows that he can hit the ball from the right field corner to the left field corner out of the ballpark. And when he knows that, you know, he used that for his string. So he doesn't have to pull the ball all the time. When he gets in trouble, though, that's when he gets too pull happy. But, I mean, he's a line drive hitter who uses the whole field. And you see him the other day, you know, that performance Game 2. It's because he's able to make those adjustments, you know, and wasn't missing the mistake that they were making, which that's really important.
Yeah, he sprayed the ball all over. It's
look at that
interesting.
swing, really quiet, really simple, a little leg kick, put his foot down before he started that swing path, and if it's not his pitch, he takes it.
Yeah, so much discipline at the plate. AP, I thought it was interesting, and you can take me through this. During BP, before Game 2 out in Arlington, I just walked up to him in the dugout and I asked him, how are you feeling? He said, not good, not happy with my swing. So he went through 2 groups of BP, and I guess the rest was history.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you have to do that, you know, because especially, you know, in the World Series, you don't have that time to hit so much in the field. You might be able to use the cage and make that adjustment that you have to make. But hey, if you're not feeling good, hey, jump in another group, you know, and get that swag, get that swing how you want it, so you can go out there and perform. And obviously, if he took 2 group again tonight, he's gonna perform again. So keep doing that, buddy.
I was gonna say, I'm a superstitious person. I know a lot of players are not, but if I were Tommy, I would definitely be going in 2 groups. He had this great story with Willie Adames where he's saying he wanted Jace Peterson to get into the game and pitch hit. Let's hear what Jace has to say about that story with Willie.
So we're here with Jace Peterson, you know, former teammate, and, you know, a guy that I have a lot of respect for him. Bro, talk to me how you feel being here, you know.
Man, it feels great. You know, when we come to spring training every year, and this is what we want to do, and this is what we want to accomplish. So to be here is special, and right now we're all that's on our mind is work. So we're trying to work, finish this thing off, and go get a ring.
That's the goal, all right?
That's the goal, man. You know, I was fortunate enough to play with Willie Adames those who don't know, I know a lot of guys know him. He's a stud out there, one of the best teammates of all time.
We're not talking
He's
about
a
me,
dude.
bro.
I know, but I got to give you a little shout out, a little love. We can go try to get this thing home for him. I'm trying to go get a ring because I play with him. I know what he brings it about, and there'll be nothing more special, man, to win this ring.
I know. You care for for your teammates, for your team, and I know I play with you, and you're one of my favorite guys. So thank you for being here with me. And,
appreciate it, Willie. Much love, man.
Keep doing your stuff.
Thank you, baby. Thank you.
This has been a common theme for Willie Adames in this correspondent role. He's so popular. Everyone loves him. The roof is open, and it might be on fire if the D-backs jump out to an early start, but it's going to be a tough task here at this Game 3 World Series contest at Chase Field, the first since Game 7 of the 2001 World Series. But the Rangers, they're 8-0 AP on the road this postseason. What's made them so good away from home?
I mean, it happens. Sometimes you have those seasons, but I think, the Rangers, they have the right guys on the man with Max Scherzer. He's a guy that's been here in this situation. He knows everything about the postseason. It's not the regular season. So he knows how important, is this game for the Rangers. So he's going to go out there and try to perform to his best level.
Max Scherzer participating in his 3rd World Series. We know he won that ring with the Nationals back in 2019. It was interesting as we take a look here at the pitching matchup. It's a grizzled veteran in Max Scherzer facing, the rookie Brandon Pfaadt, who has had some ups and downs throughout the course of his regular season, but he really showed up and he showed out after his first start. You can see his numbers, not necessarily indicative because first start was a little bit rough, but Scherzer, let's get back to him. His 3rd start, he knows what it takes, and he said he feels good. He doesn't know how long he's going to be able to go, but he can go 100% in terms of just all-out effort.
Hey, he's just out there, and I take his 85 or 90%, whatever he's feel, because that is better than 100% or whatever they have, So he's going to go out there and hopefully give him 5 strong innings, and turn it into the bullpen. Remember, both of these teams, tomorrow they have a bullpen going. So, whoever lasts longer out there is going to be a advantage for the next team. So it's going to be interesting. And then on the other side, Brandon can tell you, the way that he pitched the other night, Game 7 in Philadelphia, and he was able to handle that. I love the attitude that this kid had. He doesn't look like a rookie out there. He looks like a vet. He's meaning at the mound when he grabbed that ball. The way that he attacked the hitters, that's the same way that he's going to go about it. This game, yes, it's Game 3. It's different. It's a World Series, but I think him pitching in Game 3 here and then pitching in Game 7 in Philadelphia, I think to me this game today is not going to be any different.
I completely agree with you. He had to overcome so much adversity throughout the course of the regular season after making his debut. Didn't go very well. First couple of starts, not good. Sent down to the minors a couple times. And, of course, worked with Brent Strom, who is a pitching savant in terms of being a coach. And I think he learned a lot. Hopefully, the rookie, if you're a fan of the D-backs, can go long today. They will have to give that bullpen a little bit of rest going into the bullpen day that you're talking about for Game 4. Joe Mantiply is one of those arms that Torey Lovullo has relied on so heavily throughout the course of this postseason. Mantiply is standing by with Willie Adames.
We're here with Mantiply, a long time former teammate of mine, but it's a pleasure to have you here, bro. Tell me how you feel being here in the World Series.
Yeah, man, I'm feeling great. This is the most fun I've ever had playing. It's hard to put into words, but just trying to keep our head down and we're trying to keep rolling.
I'm happy for you, bro. You turned your career into, an amazing career so far, bro, and I'm happy for all your success, bro. And I'm happy you're here in the World Series, and I hope you can get all the games and win the series, and I'm happy for you. But
I appreciate that, Willie. Yeah, it's been a long time.
I know. I love the way you've been handling yourself, bro. Tell the the fans about how you changed your career, how you've been so productive the past couple years.
Yeah, I think it's just not giving up on myself. There's definitely been a lot of times where I want to throw in the towel. This game is a grind, so just to be here, and it makes me feel great, makes me proud of myself for sure. But I couldn't be happy to be here with this group of guys, and we got such a good group. Best teammates I've ever had, and we're just ready to keep it rolling.
What do you mean? What about me, bro?
I'm not You can always come over here, man. Come on.
I'm just kidding, bro. I'm happy, for you, and I wish you nothing but success, and keep doing it, all right?
I appreciate it, Willie, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
So many great stories in this 119th Fall Classic. As you're watching the T-Mobile 5G BP, check out these swings in super slow motion from T-Mobile 5G POV Cam. Batting practice at 500 frames per second for the first time ever over 5G. MLB and T-Mobile are continuing to work together to bring you the best innovations in the game. Some sweet swings. Lauren Gardner, Albert Pujols here with you. As you can see, Willie Adames roaming, getting some great interviews during our batting practice here before Game 3 of the World Series at Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. I think I just saw, AP, my favorite sign. I sold my house to come to this game. What? That's what a fan had in the stands right behind the D-backs dugout.
All the eggs on the basket.
All the eggs in the basket. Hopefully that's for games 3 through 5.
No.
And for his sake, maybe the D-backs will sweep the rest of the series.
And then celebrate here.
Man, hopefully he meant like a toy house, a playhouse, a tree house.
Here.
As we take a look here at backstop, Jonah Heim in the cage here, the T-Mobile 5G BP. Jonah Heim's swing, AP. I know our screen is slightly small, and I know the square of him is even smaller, but what do you see from his swing?
I mean, Jonah Heim, he's a guy, being a catcher, I think it's an advantage to him, knowing probably what the pitcher's going to throw to him and make that adjustment. I mean, but he's really, for a tall guy like that, he reminds me a lot like Richie Saxton. Richie Saxton, that high from the right side, he's from the left side though. But I mean, a guy that, once again, uses his strength to use the whole power. I mean, the other night I saw him getting a base hit RBI the other way. Like, he knows the game. He knows what he needs to do when he's at the plate, and he's able to control that bat. So I really admire that.
Yeah, and he's had quite the journey this year. He was injured and then came back. He struggled at the plate a little bit. Obviously, Mitch Garver did a great job in his stead, but Jonah Heim, along with so many guys, not just for the Rangers, but for the D-backs this year, have experienced so much adversity and have managed to persevere, which I think makes this series so interesting, right? It's two underdogs going up against one another.
Exactly, and you have to use that. I mean, perseverance in this game. We all, as a player, I played for 23 years. As a professional, we have injuries. You have to go through.
Sure.
I mean, you even get hurt walking down the stairs in your house. I mean, you never know.
It's a dangerous thing.
I mean, it's a tough game. The travel, the non-sleeping, the fatigue, and all that stuff. But I think the best thing is you have a great training staff and guys that really are there for you. That whenever that happens, they're gonna get you back in the field really soon. And I mean, who would have thought? He probably would have said, with the injuries that I had, I probably wouldn't be playing in the postseason or even in the World Series. And he's here in the World Series trying to help his team to win a championship.
The starting catcher in the World Series. Pretty sweet swing there from Jonah Heim, the all-star backstop. We went to you on X to ask who you thought had the sweetest swing. I put this out there. And we got some responses earlier. A lot of Corey Seager's, Nathaniel Lowe in the mix.
Nathan, he has a pretty good swing.
He does have a good swing. Ketel Marte, your guy. You guys were chatting earlier.
Aggressive, but he's, he's really knows what he wants to do at the plate also.
Yes, he does. So does Geraldo Perdomo, who's standing by with Willie Adames.
So, estamos aquí con Perdomo, sobre todo de los D-backs. Cuéntamelo. Ustedes, tú sabes, eran los underdogs y están aquí ahora en las finales.
Tú sabes, disfrutándome esto. Sabes que nadie creía en nosotros y aquí estamos, gracias a Dios.
So I asked him, being the underdogs and, how he feels of being here. And then he says, feeling great, he's just enjoying every moment. And
we can do in English if you want.
Oh, whatever you want, bro. Talk to me about the hair. What's going on with that?
I just represent Gurriel right now. He got his resident 1 month ago, so we're happy for him.
It looks good, bro. I kind of like the style. You should do that for you next year.
Hell no.
Why not, bro? Why not?
My bad. I forget we're in camera. We're live. My bad.
Yeah, we live. So keep it, professional. But I'm happy for you, bro. Keep doing your thing, all right? I'm happy that you're doing yourself.
Thank you.
Keep doing it.
We're gonna represent a lot of Latin players we have right now here, and we need some sazon.
Some seasoning.
Some season. That's right. That's right. So don't forget about the Diamondback. We come with a lot of. We're gonna buy you today.
Oh, that's a lot of heat coming out of here.
I mean, not to the Ranger, to you.
Okay. All right, bro. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for coming over here.
Appreciate it.
Al, how much would it take for you to wear one of those?
0. No.
It's not happening. The kids are getting fired up here for Game 3 of the Fall Classic between the 6-seed Diamondbacks and the 5-seed Texas Rangers. T-Mobile wants you to win tickets to a game next season. Text PREDICT to 595959. That's 59 3 times over by the start of the third inning for a chance to up your game. As we're getting closer and closer to first pitch here in Phoenix, Arizona, the weather could not be more perfect. 77 degrees here, nice and dry. AP, They opened up the roof before we started the show. I want to talk about the environment for a second because you've played in both, right? You played in domes, you played in open air, retractable roofs. Which do you prefer?
If I'm at home, I think for the home field advantage, I would say, with the dome closed. I mean, but it's so nice here in Arizona. The weather is beautiful. I think it doesn't matter if it's open, if it's closed. I think this stadium is going to be electric tonight. I think the fans are going to be so pumped up. And if they end the scoring in the bottom of the first, forget about it. I mean, it's just going to be awesome.
They've been waiting nearly 22 years for this moment, and their team has arrived at Chase Field. So is Nathaniel Lowe standing by with Willie.
And we're here with Nate Lowe, another former teammate. Talk to me, bro. How you feeling being here in the World Series?
Great, man. It's crazy. It's the dream to be here, and even series, we got a good fight going on. I know they're going to come out fighting today, but we're ready to punch back and get ready for this one tonight.
Happy for you, man. You've been doing great. I mean, you had a great season, and now you're here in the big stage. You guys been battling. You had some tough series. Talk to me about how was the first couple of series that you guys played, and getting here and the transition to the World Series?
Yeah, it was special, man. The end of the regular season didn't go the way we wanted it to. We had to fight through the wild card, go back to Tampa, get through them, and then go to a rowdy Baltimore and then take care of them. And then that Houston series was pretty crazy, but yeah, now we got a chance to win the whole thing. It feels really good.
Well, I hope you guys, win it all, and thank you for giving me a couple minutes. I know you're busy. Thank you,
Willie. Thank you, bro.
I feel like Nate Lowe is always calm, cool, and collected. No moment is too big for him. As we take another look at our T-Mobile 5G POV cam, bringing you incredible super slow motion images over 5G as baseball's best. Prepare to take the field for Game 3 of the 2023 Fall Classic. Okay, Albert Pujols, you had a chance to take a look at this swing in super slow-mo. What are your thoughts?
I mean, same thing. It's a guy that knows what he needs to do at the plate. He's another guy that's not a pool happy. He's a guy that uses the whole field. I mean, he gets that pitch middle away, drives the ball the other way. If you try to bust him in, he put the ball on the seat. I mean, and just keep it really simple. I mean, I saw this kid coming up, like 3 or 4 years ago when I was with the Angels, and I love it. And I even told him at first day, I was like, man, I really like the way that you swing the bat, the way that he plays the game. He plays the game hard. That's why impressed me the most.
That's high praise. I'm just trying to think if I were Nate Lowe and I'm coming up through the Angels organization and Albert Pujols.
Well, he wasn't with the Angels though.
Oh,
I was playing with the Angels. He was with the Rangers.
Oh, so you just went up to him and told him?
Yeah, I mean, as a first baseman, we just shot a little bit, and I just told him, hey, keep it up. I love your swing. I love the way that you play the game. And that's a guy, that plays a really good defensive first baseman also. I mean, he works hard on that.
He really does, and as someone knows a little bit about that, can you just take us through kind of the nuances? I think so many people think it's just easy, and I mean, you saw that play Christian Walker made in Game 2, the barehanded grab. He jumped out of the air as the ball bounced off the bag. How do you make those reads?
I mean, you don't practice though, but what happened, you put yourself in a situation for those plays. If you lazy with your feet, you're gonna make an error. And that's something that Jose Oquendo, who I give you all my praise for helping me out to win 2 Gold Glove. he told me, he was like, Albert, for my infielder to win a Gold Glove, you have to be a Gold Glove first baseman. So that was something that I take a lot of pride into. That's something that I put a lot of work into. And spring training during the course of the season, you know. And like I said, you can be 0 for 4 at the plate, but you want to make sure that on the other side there's so many 0 for 4 too, because you don't want to let any ball go by. And you want to, I mean, you can help your team making a big play at the end of the day, you know. And I think that's something that I separated, you know, really well, especially early in my career. You know, hitting is one thing. When I grab that glove, I need to go play different.
Hey, you were teammates with Nolan Arenado, I can only imagine. I'm sure he always hit his target, but you were probably instrumental in helping him win all those Gold Gloves.
I mean, Nolan is, I had the opportunity, you know, to play, not to play with him, but to work out with Nolan for many years. And I mean, the way that Nolan, all those plays that you see, it's crazy. Nolan actually practiced those plays.
That is wild, really.
It's like 2-hour grinder.
So he simulates all those situations.
Crazy, not just the routine. I mean, he worked on his routine play, but all those plays, jumping in the air, I mean, helps too when you have a Canyon as a third baseman. And when you have another first base, Gold Glove and Paul Goldschmidt over there, that he knows that he can throw the ball anywhere and Paulie's going to pick it up.
Wow, that's a great anecdote there on who could arguably be one of the better, or if not best, defensive third baseman of all time. As we take another look here at 5GBP through the lens of MLB VR app, giving us an immersive perspective like you're standing on the fields. AP, it really does seem like you're right there in center field, just taking a look here at us. I think we're the little speck a little bit further down the third baseline, just living our best lives as batting practice is officially wrapped up. The stands are starting to fill up. And speaking of great first baseman.
It'll be full up before first base, trust me. In the next 30 minutes here, this place is going to be packed.
It's about to get real, and they're all hoping that their cleanup man and first baseman Christian Walker is going to go off tonight. Let's hear what he had to say to Willie.
So we're here with Christian Walker, first baseman for the D-backs. You know, bro, talk to me how you feel, you know, being the underdogs in almost every series. How you feel being you guys being here now?
Yeah, man, it's great. It's so much fun. I mean, like, I feel like we were just playing against you, bro. I was just competing against you, and now, you know, we're here down to the final few games. It's so much fun, man. It's an honor to be here. I'm proud of the guys.
Yeah, it's been so much fun to watch you guys, you know, doing it. I mean, almost the whole year you guys were rolling. So, you know, I know I'm a little mad that you guys beat us, but you know, I'm happy that you guys are here. You know, so I hope you guys, you know, go to the and do your thing.
Yeah, hell yeah, I appreciate it, man. It was fun competing against you.
Yeah, no,
I'm glad we get to do that.
All right, same to you, bro. Keep doing it, all right?
Will do, bro.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
The confident Christian Walker, it was interesting, AP, I was talking to him before game 2, and he said he was happy with everything he was seeing in the video, and just that he was making good decisions, that he was taking the right pitches, drawing walks. It's just, well, the fact that you're in a best-of-7 World Series, you got to fix that swing as soon as possible. Or not fix the swing, but you have to get things going.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, you know, as a player, you don't want to be in the postseason and struggle the way that Hensel, Christian Walker, and Marco Simeon and the other side are struggling. But I think I mentioned earlier, you know, the whole reason that both of those teams are here in the World Series is because it's those two guys. So they need to believe on themselves and say, you know what, I'm going to trust the work that I put in tonight and go out there. There's nothing wrong with my swing. Sometimes you need to give credit to the guy on the mound. They're just making a great pitch and not giving you anything to hit.
Yeah, that's a great point. And he will be facing Max Scherzer, the veteran, here tonight, who will be getting the start for the Texas Rangers. Our 5GBP social media correspondent, LaJuan James, has been capturing content like this all day long using T-Mobile's 5G network. We talked to him earlier. Look, there we are. We made the cut. You can check out more of his experience at the World Series by following his Instagram at LaJuan James. That's it, LaJuan James. I thought there was like going to be something else to it, but he owned the handle. It's like I tried getting Lauren Gardner, and that was taken, so LG Red is actually even better. Okay, AP, we're about to say goodbye, but before we do, I need your predictions.
I mean, it's going to be tough, you know, to go against the D-backs tonight with the fans, you know, and all that. But I think this game today, I'm going to have to give to the D-backs, you know, because you know, coming back home, the fans are really excited. They haven't been in this situation in 20+ years, so this place is gonna be rocking. I think for the Texas Rangers and the other side, they're gonna have to score early and take these fans out. And Brandon, at the mound tonight, he's gonna have to attack the hitter. You know, continue to do the same thing that he did last series.
A very dangerous Rangers lineup. There are some differences between that Texas lineup from the Phillies, so I'm sure there's been a lot of video and scouting work done going into this, although he has faced his team. He actually made his MLB debut against Texas in Arlington earlier in the regular season. I need your prediction for the entire series.
My entire series, I think, wow. I think it's gonna go all the way to 7, and I'm gonna have to give it to the Rangers.
Ooh.
And the other reason I have to give it to the Rangers is because the experience. I think the experience, although the experience doesn't matter, you can talk to the D-backs, the experience that doesn't matter. The team that they had to go through to get to this place, I mean, it's almost like being in the World Series. So,
yeah.
But I had to give it to the Rangers just because of the experience.
Yeah, I think that could give them the edge. I went on record saying the D-backs, mostly because I'm on their beat on MLB Network, so I've been closer to the team. There's just something in my gut that's telling me that it's all about the vibes, but you never know. Willie, who else you got?
We're here with Robbie Grossman over here. You know, talk to us, bro. How you feeling being here in the World Series?
I mean, it's great, man. All these fans, everyone out for VP. It's definitely a moment I'm gonna remember.
Your family here with you?
Family's here. Excited to get on the field and play these games.
Right, bro. I'm excited for you guys, bro. You guys been grinding all year, bro. What's the vibe on the team, right now?
We got a great clubhouse. Since day one of spring training, this has been our goal, and looking to make it happen.
Thank you, Robbie, for giving me a couple minutes.
See, then you hear an interview like that and you're like, maybe I should change my prediction. There's so much confidence on the other side. A big thanks to T-Mobile for bringing us another year of World Series batting practice in 5G and continuing to up the game for fans. Lauren Gardner, Albert Pujols here with you as we're getting you set for Game 3 of the World Series. The roof is open, the sun is shining here in Phoenix, Arizona, 77 degrees. There's got to be like zero humidity here in the air in the desert. What conditions does this give to a hitter?
I mean, obviously it's better than being in the cold weather. You know, the ball's gonna carry a little bit, probably a little bit more with the roof open. But I mean, I think it's gonna be advantage hitters. You know, because I'm a hitter, so I have to go with the hitters.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I was talking to Tommy Pham for a second while he was out actually looking for his eye doctor. Tommy Pham overcoming so much throughout the course of his career. Yes, he's had eye surgery. He wears different contacts during games, and obviously was seeing the ball pretty well in Game 2.
Although he's probably looking for the eye doctor so he can get that 300 like he won tonight.
Yes, I know. And should we take you back to the 2011 World Series Game 3? Tommy Pham wants a 3-homer game. This guy, what happened?
I got one of those too.
He had a 3-homer game. Did you know at this point in the day that it was going to happen for you? Did anything feel different?
You know what? I think, you know, you heard it before. I had a good feeling that I was going to have a good game. I didn't know that I was going to hit 300. I mean, you know, I haven't had any hit yet, you know, pitch, walk, couple of hit by pitch. But I just woke up, you know, and I just feel like I was going to do something special. I remember getting in that bus and tell my guys, hey, jump on my back tonight. It's all on me. And everybody was really pumped up, you know, and I ended up getting a couple of hits and then 300s later on. But it was just a moment, you know, that, hey, I was really locked in. And I didn't even know, you know, how special that was until afterwards, like, hey, do you know what you just did? So that'll tell you how really focused I was in the game. And one thing that I keep telling the guys every time I score and after my second 100, we need to win this game. We need to win this game because it was really important, you know, going on that road and getting that first game. Because you win that first game and you know that you're going back to St. Louis. Yep. And that was really important. Obviously, we had a great coaching staff. We had a Hall of Fame manager, Antonio La Russa, who prepared us all the time, you know, for that situation. But it was really, really special. And you asked me early, what was one of my favorite games, that was it right there.
Wow.
To perform at that stage in the World Series, and to be at that time only the third player to ever done that. I mean, what? Out of 23,000 players that have gone through the big leagues, it was really special to me, and I was able to enjoy it. Later on, we ended up winning, the World Series in Game 7, and that was really special.
Guys, get on my back tonight. I got goosebumps when you said that, because you just knew you're going to do something special, and you stepped up under the brightest lights in the sport, and you got it done. Albert Pujols, it has been an absolute pleasure getting everyone at home set for Game 3 of the World Series between the D-backs and the Rangers. It should be a good one. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much to T-Mobile for providing all of the amazing access of batting practice here at Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. Enjoy the baseball, my friends. For Albert Pujols, Willy Adames, our great crew at MLB Network, I'm Lauren Gardner. We'll see you on the flip.